Suffering from yeast infection is a very difficult ordeal. You often think of how and when will it last, or will it even end at all? So to answer the question of how long can a yeast infection last, fortunately, with advances in yeast infection, treating candidiasis has become easier, faster and more efficient. Hopefully by the end of the video you will learn how candidiasis works, how long it will last and what you can do to treat it quickly and efficiently. Please watch the entire video as the end will surprise you. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe. How long can a yeast infection last? Yeast is a normal flora of the human body. It is present in the skin and guts for the most part. Candidiasis occurs when there is an overgrowth of yeast in a specific location in the body. One of the great factors that trigger this overgrowth is the change of normal pH level of the body. Normally, there is a right balance between good and bad bacteria in the body, but such change could tip the balance in the favor to the bad bacteria. In the case of candidiasis, the balance is tipped to the yeast, therefore allowing it to multiply rapidly unchecked. So how long does a yeast infection last? It really depends from person to person, and from what kind of treatment he or she is undergoing. Checking the doctor for complete and more informed diagnosis is always advisable, especially if it's the first time you have experienced candidiasis. But for the people who had experienced yeast infection and got well from the treatment, then you can continue to try what worked previously or the first time it happened. The beauty of treating candidiasis is that if you know what you're doing, you can get the ingredients for such treatment in most modern kitchen. To give some examples, you can try adding 1 cup of vinegar to a tub of warm water, best used with apple cider, and dip in it for at least 20 minutes. You can also use your tampon and dip it on tea tree oil and place it inside the vagina for about 20 to 30 minutes. You can also use garlic clove instead of tampon if you're not allergic to it. For vaginal itchiness, you can easily apply tea tree oil topically to get quick relief. After applying such treatments, how long does a yeast infection last? It still depends from person to person, but in average, it should last only a week. After such period, if the candidiasis symptoms have not disappeared, then it is vital that you consult a doctor for better treatment. Aside from the examples above, there are plenty of available over-the-counter medication to treat candidiasis, but you should be aware of the side effects. That is why I would greatly advise to use natural methods, for it is the safest and with the least side effects. I recommend you to pick up the ebook Yeast Infection No More, written by Linda Allen. I have used her unique 5-step method to help me cure my yeast infection in as little as 12 hours. Over-the-counter medications to treat candidiasis would take 3 to 7 days to completely treat candidiasis, although you should know that if a treatment is effective, then you should start feeling better after 3 days of treatment.